away, take it away, feeling too.
Hey y'all, here we go for part 2 of this turn on, turn offs video. I had to make part 2 because I did not want the video to be too long. So here I am for part 2, turn offs. Turn offs to me, like I don't want to say I have so many. I don't want to say that. But like I said, I'm picky. So it can seem like, yeah, I do, but I only chose this hair right here. This little lock right here, just doing too much. I have a few that I just kind of thought of or whatever. So let's see. Turnoffs for me. This is my list, People don't have to agree, whatever, but this is my list. The first thing I would say is kind of plays off of my turn on for being aggressive in the right moment. Well, this is the opposite of, kind of that, where a turn off is not being able to read the room. That's kind of the same. It goes together. The turn on part is you knowing how to be aggressive in the right moment. Knowing where I am and knowing that, yes, I can make this move on her. That's sexy to me. That's a turn on. The other end of that is not being able to read the room. That's the turn off part of it. You can't read the room to know certain things about me. Like, you should be able to pick up on my vibe after a while, especially if we've been hanging out for a couple of times already, or you know me a little bit. Whatever the case may be, you should be able to read the room. I do not like somebody who cannot read the room. And this goes for something beyond chilling. Like, yes, in the moment, you should be able to read the room and be like, yeah, I'm going to try her tonight or whatever. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to, go in for the kiss or whatever you going to do. But that part of you, that men who don't know how to read the room and you just lost, like, that is so unattractive. That's the turn off for me. And I complain a lot to my friends and about this about like these situations where men don't know how to read the room. Like, I don't want to go too deep into it, but it's just learn how to do that, men. Like, even if we're not chilling, like, you should be able to know when to text me, when to call me, when to what to say to me in certain points. What do you think I want to like? Those types of things to me, like, is like reading the room. You need to know the person who you trying to pursue. After a while, you should pick up on her little things, or pick up on her enough to know when to do certain things, when to say certain things, how to act. All these things, like, know how to read the room. If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. That's not cute to me. And I would say next, what's next? Turnoffs. Well, basically back to my other video where it was talking about SCX too soon. That's a turnoff. I ain't gonna get too deep into that because I did a whole video about it. But not, you know what I'm saying? Do not talk about that right off the bat. Don't talk about that to me because I don't want to hear it. Now, have there been times, and I'm going all the way back to college on this, when I was young, have there been times where that's all I wanted from a man. Yes. There have been times that's all I wanted. I don't want to care. I don't care about going on no date with you. I don't care about, talking all night on the phone. I don't care about none of that. I was in my early 20s and I saw something I wanted. That's what I wanted. There are times where that's all a woman wants. I said that before. I'm talking about now. Now that I'm older, I'm almost 40. I don't want to hear no sex talk right off the bat. I don't. I don't want to joke about it. I don't want to hear nothing about that. If I'm trying to seriously date you. Period. Wait till I initiate that with you. And that's just me. I'm talking about me. Wait till I initiate that with you. Because I don't want to hear it. Anyway, next. That is one of the top things that's a turn off for me. It'll get you up out of here quick. Next, I would say, men that don't plan dates. Like, at this big age, you should know how to plan a date for a woman. I am so tired of men who don't know how to plan or ask you out on a date. Now, is that a requirement for all women? No, we all different. Some women don't care about that. I'm talking about me. I don't like that. I don't like when a man don't know how to ask me out on a date or plan what the date gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do no big, extravagant, expensive date. I am not that girl. Believe me, I'm not that girl. I don't care about all that. I'm good going to the park. I'm good going get some ice cream. I'm good. As long as some food is involved, I'm good going sitting at the bar. I'm good. It's a lot of different things you can do on a date that don't require a big to-do. But you need to know how to plan it, have a plan, and ask me out on a date if you want to go out on a date with me. That's one of the things I am kind of old school on. I'm not finna ask no man on no date. I'm not. Now, if we in a relationship already, yeah, I'm gonna do little things like that because I'm very thoughtful. I'm a very thoughtful person when it comes to relationships. That's one thing about me. I'm going to catch you off guard with something, and I'm going to pay attention to you and know what you like, and I'm going to catch you off guard and do some things for you, that you're not expecting for me to do. And I'm going to pay to go take you out on a date. I'm going to pay, and, I'm going to do those things. I'm not that woman that's sitting up there thinking, you supposed to pay all the time and you supposed to do, like I said on my other video for turn-ons, I don't believe in gender roles. You know what I mean? I get out there and cut the grass. But I'm sure whatever man that I'm with probably ain't gonna want me to do that, but I don't mind doing that. I grew up a tomboy, with my dad most of the time, and I don't have a problem with none of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that's a turn off if you don't know how to plan a date or ask somebody to go on a date. That's just kind of like a duh to me at this big age. So yeah. What else? I would say, well, to piggyback off my turn on video too, my top thing was have a sense of humor. Okay, over here, turn off would be somebody who don't got a sense of humor. And I ain't gonna dive too much into that because that's self-explanatory. If you don't have a sense of humor, you don't think nothing funny, you always serious, you always, you know, sitting there looking crazy or whatever, and I'm over here silly. I'm silly. Like, if you don't have a sense of humor, I'm not the one to be with. I'm not the girl to pursue, because after day one, when I realized you do not have a sense of humor, and that's easy to pick up on. I've had that issue in the past too, where this guy is good, check, but he wasn't silly enough for me. He wasn't, and I'm not saying I'm looking for somebody just walking around like a comedian all day. No, I'm talking about just basic sense of humor things. Finding the same things I find funny on TV. We laugh at the same jokes, kind of. You know, play a prank on me every once in a while. Whatever the case may be. Something like that. Like, if you're not into all that, then no, that's a turn off for me. I'm sorry. You can be checkbox and everything else, but I'm going like cast you aside because it's not giving for me, as my daughter would say. It's not giving. Another one that kind of plays off something I said for turn on. When I said turn on would be calm demeanor, over here, turn off would be somebody who's too much. Somebody who likes to argue all the time. Like, I don't like arguing. No. That was never an issue in my marriage. We did not argue. I don't argue with people. I don't like that. Men who like to raise their voices to women and stuff like that, that's weird. I don't like that. Those vibes. Now, you're going to have disagreements, but there's a way to have a disagreement without being over the top and, getting loud and all of that type of stuff, because that's just not going to work for me. So first moment I see you doing that, that's when, like I said, I'm out. I don't have time. I'm not finna be arguing with no man, like somebody getting overly loud with me and stuff like that, because I'm very calm. I'm very low key. I'm very, I don't be doing all that. I don't get loud. I don't be doing all that. So I do not want no man doing all that with me. There's ways we can disagree without doing all of that. So yeah, that's a turn off for me. And those are my top turn offs. Like, those aren't that serious. Like, those aren't, to me, they not like, oh my God, girl, you doing too much. No, those are just kind of basic turn offs to me. Like, you can add a couple of other things in there, like, men with good hygiene. That's a huge, with bad hygiene, that's a huge turn off. Men who don't know how to groom themselves and stuff like that. Like, come on now. We too grown, we too old. Yeah, we need to know how to, like, take care of our hygiene and groom ourselves and stuff like that. That's a huge turn off if you don't know. Men who, like, don't have common courtesy for your woman. Like, take my car to get it washed. Like, if you see something that I need and you see I need gas in my car, or you see that my car is dirty or something like that, a turn off would be not doing it. Like, and I'm not saying that you are responsible for those things all the time, but I'm just saying I like a man who is thoughtful. Like, if you're not thoughtful, that's a turn off to me, because that just means you don't be thinking ahead. Like, you don't, for your woman, you don't be thinking ahead. Because like I said, I'm very thoughtful. I am. Like, I do little things. Like, one time, on a birthday, I planned the whole thing. I got a hotel room. Got the rose petals. I put the rose petals all through the hotel. I got the balloons and everything, and put the balloons on his door, for when he came out and saw with the note and everything to say, meet me here, meet me at the hotel, this, and this, meet me here later. Put with the balloons and everything on his door when he came out that morning. I do little stuff like that for people I really like, for people I really care about. If I see a future with you or something like that, I do little thoughtful things like that. And I want a man who can do that in return for me. If you don't have a thoughtful bone in your body, then that's a turnoff for me. Because this just like, hello? Like, where the flowers? Where's the, like, especially things like driving my car and noticing that I need gas. Put some gas in the car for me. Or, you see my car dirty. Take it one morning and get it washed for me. Or you wash it for me when I'm asleep or whatever. Just things like that. Those, if you can't do that type of stuff without me mentioning it to you or saying something to you about it, like, hey, yeah, I need this done. Oh, wish my car wasn't so dirty. Or just knowing what to do without me saying something. That, if you don't know how to do those things, those are turn-offs to me, because it's like, we grown out here. We should be able to pick up on these things by now. Now, some people that just ain't in them. They just ain't like that. That's cool. It's a woman out there for you that don't care about that type of stuff. I'm telling you what I care about. Like, I like another turn off. A man who can't take up for me. Like, if you around something going on where I'm not being respected, or I'm not being, like, I don't know, this could go either way. I mean, I just like a man who can, like, speak up for me when the time is necessary. Speak up for me just like I would speak up for you. I'm not gonna let nobody dog you out in front of me or none of that. Like, I don't care what's going on. Like, I'm not gonna let nobody just, totally just disrespect you like that. Now, if it's something going on and, like, I'm venting to my friends and stuff like that, and I'm, like, willingly talking about a situation, but even still, I'm not just gonna let nobody sit there and just trash you, as a person. That type of stuff is a turnoff for me too. Like, have some integrity with that type of stuff, and with everything else in the world. Just have integrity, period. Like, come on now. Another turn off. Let's work. Like, I like a man who, and any woman, any human being, you want somebody who has drive or whatever. But, those are little things that's far down. Not far down, but like, of course, I'm not going to sit up and say, you got to make this amount of money or whatever. No, I'm not like that at all. I don't. As long as you work somewhere and you responsible, that's another thing to turn off is if you're irresponsible. Like, please. That should have been on my turn on list. A responsible man. Somebody who knows, like, has awareness of what needs to be done, and all that type of stuff. Just have awareness. When this is due. You need to do this for that. Irresponsibility is just not cool. Like, in any aspect. You need to be responsible as an adult, like a grown, big age adult. That's a turn off if you irresponsible. So, and I would say to end it all up, I'm gonna go on to a little adult part of it. Add some adult talk in there. And this goes with irresponsibility too. Men who don't want to wear protection. What's going on? Like, what's going on? Because I'm just going to be real. We should be all adults here. Like I said, I'm just getting out of a long marriage and a long relationship period. But there are men out there that aren't responsible in that way. And, like, that's a turnoff to me. That is a turnoff. I get that people get caught up in the moment. I get that it could be a Debbie Downer to like put it on and all of this. But you need to be responsible. Like, come on. I just don't know what's going on. Like, once you start getting into a relationship with somebody and y'all comfortable with each other, y'all in this now. Y'all just know it's just us now. Then yeah, it's gonna change after that. Like, of course, things are gonna change and you're gonna be more comfortable with this person and you trust them 100%. And that's cool. I'm talking about getting to know somebody. You decide, hey, I want to test the waters on this, and he don't want to put nothing on. That's a turnoff. And you're not going to get anywhere with me doing that. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's men out there that's just mad irresponsible, and like in that way, along with other ways too, but in that way, like, come on, man, get it together. This is a new day and age. Like, come on, like, sure, it feels better without it, but they got all kind of different stuff out there now to make it feel just as good, I'm sure. So, once I step back out there, that's gonna be my top thing. Like, what? I mean, and I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not gonna even act like I haven't had encounters since my divorce. I have. I'm human and I have. But yeah, that ain't gonna fly with me. Let me just leave it at that. Let me get off here, man. I just wanted to end it on that note because people need to be like, get with the program on that. Like, that's a huge turnoff. I mean, it might not be a turnoff for all women, but hey, I'm talking about me. But anyway, y'all, that's some of my turnoffs. I hope y'all got something out of that. Add some more. Tell me what I missed or what's y'all turnoffs, turn-ons, whatever. I'll probably add on some more stuff if I think about it and make a part 3 or whatever, make it a series, whatever. But yeah, I will holler at y'all again on my next video, whatever that may be. Who knows what the next random topic will be for me. I might take y'all along with me this weekend, whatever I'm into this weekend. Try to spice it up a little bit with the content, instead of just me, here running my mouth. But I told y'all that this is what I was gonna be doing, running my mouth. I told y'all that. So hey, ain't like I ain't tell you. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I'm gonna get off here because I'm doing the most, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.